proofs of the pudding. So I think I'm the only person that would really cast it. I've been casting things from time to time that always baffles me why they do it, but I'm happy to fucking do it, man. I love smearing myself around like feces all over the pop culture landscape and shit. I love it. People are like, I would go to the opening of a fucking envelope, man. They're like, we want you to do this thing. 3 people might see it. I'm like, fuck yeah. You never know, man. Like, years ago, I did this thing. A friend of mine was like, these friends of mine are making a thing. You know, it's a kids program. You want to do it? It'll take you like an hour. And I was like, yeah, fuck it. I'll go over it. Where is it? They're like, Santa Monica. I was like, oh, fuck. And I was like, all right, I'll fucking do it. And I went, and it was the Jib Jab offices and whatnot. And 2 guys were like, we're working on this kids show. It's kind of like Sesame Street and shit. And I shot this thing for them and whatnot. And it's a program on Netflix called Storybox. And I play a character called Super Mega Awesome Ultra Guy. And for anybody that has kids, like, I became so fucking famous for 3-year-olds. Like, people are like, he knows you as Super Mega Awesome Ultra Guy. And I was like, good, because in fucking 20 years, I need his money. I want him to love me as a child so that when he's old, he'll hire me to do the thing. Like, you used to do Super Mega Awesome Ultra Guy. I was like, I used to do a lot of things, but whatever the fuck. You know, whatever you remember me from, that's what I'm fucking from. So, yeah, I like acting, but I don't think I'm very good at it. And trust me, throw a rock, you know, the critic will agree with you. Don't throw it very hard. Did that answer your question? Thank you. Give it up for me. 8:24, we're going to run us out of here in a few minutes. You're next. What's your name, Captain?
I'm just wondering, are you ending at 8:30?
You're going too fast, man. Oh my God, you didn't kiss me. You went straight through my nipples. What's your name? What is it?
Eddie.
Everyone give it up for Eddie.
I'm sorry to take time with like, Nicholas had a little dilemma because during the panel, his mom called and said that he needed to get home like ASAP. But he decided, he was waiting for him again to ask the question. He's in a wheelchair, and I don't know if you can see from up there. He's 88. And he said he's willing to just wheel himself out, but it takes him a long time to wheel himself out. So, and everybody at WonderCon has been really good. But I was wondering if I could just appeal to the powers that be. And I'm not asking you, but if someone could please do the favor of wheeling Nicholas out so he can kind of use his access right outside.
Fucking right, man. That's noble. Well done. Yeah, who the fuck's gonna help Nicholas? Who wants to be Batman for Nicholas? I'm not gonna say anything interesting, I promise you.
The reason why I came to your panel.
Thank you.
The reason why I came to WonderCon.
Nicholas, be careful out there, man. It's Anaheim. I'll get the giant mic.
So my only question to you is that I wanted to hear you speak about Bruce Willis given the recent developments. That's it. I know you spoke about Copland and working with him before, but just given the recent developments.
Copland. I wish I made Copland. What an amazing movie that was. Cop out. Yeah, I guess we'll finish on this because this looks like it's 8:27, so you'll put me on stage. So, yes, a couple years ago, 12 years ago at this point, I worked with Bruce and we butted heads, and it came out in the press and people started asking me about it and I started addressing it and that's the way it was for years. And then, you get older, shit just becomes water under the bridge. There's a time in my life where cop out was the worst thing that ever happened to me and shit. And then I grew up, and I stopped bitching. And then we found out fairly recently, just this week, that Bruce is suffering from aphasia. And, instantly, all the fucking strife and all the friction, all that shit, all the, grudge that I fucking held. I haven't watched Die Hard in years and stuff. Just slipped away because the aphasia is pretty damn cruel. It takes away your ability to communicate the way you're used to communicating. You can't form words so much, and it's tough to get a thought across. Not to mention that, you know, it's pretty hard. So, in that moment when I read the news, I stopped thinking about Bruce Willis as the guy I worked with, and I started thinking about Bruce Willis as the guy who I used to watch on TV as a kid with my mom and watch Moonlight every Wednesday night, something like that. But it was on Tuesday night. Tuesdays at 9, I think. And how he was like our, this is gonna sound so weird. He was like second generation Bill Murray. What Bill Murray was doing in Stripes and, you know, doing in Meatballs, you know, later on Ghostbusters, like Bruce had that same, like Bugs Bunny kind of acerbic nature. When he played David Addison, he's absolutely fucking brilliant. And I fell in love with that character, fell in love with the actor, found out he was like from Penns Grove, New Jersey, so great pride in that. Pride of Penns Grove, New Jersey, motherfuckers from our state. When I was learning to drive, bless you, he had an album out, The Return of Bruno.
Yeah.
And that album, well, cassette, my friend Ernie O'Donnell, I learned to drive on his truck. He was older than me, so he got you guys' license first. That cassette, Bruce cassette, got stuck in his tape player. That's the only fucking cassette that we could listen to for a good fucking year until Ernie replaced his tape deck. But we didn't give a shit because we fucking loved that album. Bruce was just the epitome of fucking cool and stuff. And so I thought about how much Bruce used to love to act based on watching Moonlight. And I thought about how much Bruce used to love to sing, you know, based on the albums. He did more than one album. I bought them all. And then I was really fucking heartbroken. It didn't matter the shit that we went through on Cop Out. It didn't matter that, like, at one point, like, I got so frustrated, like, I went in the trailer and put my fist through the trailer wall because I was so unbelievably frustrated. And I'm not a swinger. I'm not a person who's I'm not a swinger, but I'm not this guy. But like I was so Cuba Gooding Jr. in Boys in the Hood when he was just like swinging at the air and shit. Like all that went away, and I just thought about how fucking sad he must be. This guy that I, you know, used to adore. That he can't do the thing that defined him. So I put up that tweet. Thought it was the least I could do. I knew I'd take some shit for it. But some people are like, oh, you're sorry now and shit. But it's like, you can't not do a thing because there are assholes in the world. Like, you know, assholes are gonna assholes. So naturally, there's gonna be some people who are like, oh, after 12 years, you fucking apologize. Most people are doing the spirit which it was given, which was like, I don't give shits about that anymore. I'm just sad for a guy that I absolutely adored for the rest of my life. Even for moments while we were making that movie. I don't, you know, I don't really talk about it because the moments that were unpleasant outweighed the pleasant moments. And then I got a phone call. Same day that I found out and I put up that tweet. And it's from Mark Cullen. And Mark Cullen's a friend of mine. Him and his brother Robbie Cullen wrote the screenplay for A Couple of Dicks, which was a movie that became Cop Out. They made us change the title. A Couple of Dicks is an amazing title. Warner Brothers asked NBC, who was doing the Olympics that year, like, would you run an ad for a movie called A Couple of Dicks in the 8 o'clock to 9 o'clock hour? And they were like, no. So based on that, we had to change our title. And eventually we landed on Cop Out. I cannot imagine today a network turning down fucking money for a commercial based on the title of the movie. Like, I guarantee you today, if they were making a couple of dicks and they called NBC, like, we would like to air a fucking trailer for a movie called A Couple of Dicks in the 8 o'clock hour, and they'd be like, you could show a couple of dicks in the 8 o'clock hour. Anything to get people to watch fucking TV again, please. But back then, that wasn't the case. So they made us, change the title. The title became Cop Out. So Robbie and Mark wrote Cop Out, and they're both older than me, closer to Bruce's age. And Bruce, I called them the Bruce Whisperer, because Bruce, didn't relate to me at all at a certain point, but he did relate to Robbie and Mark. So Robbie and Mark were kind of the go-between, between me and Bruce and stuff. Not like I would talk to Bruce, I talk to Bruce all the time, but they would try to keep things, salve the wounds. Kev, he didn't mean it when he said that, stuff like that. So Mark calls me up and he goes, hey, I haven't spoken to Mark in like a year or 2 years. He goes, hey, I read your tweet. And I was like, I know. I said, do you think the aphasia goes that far back? He's like, 12 years? I don't know. He's going, that's why I'm calling you. I saw your tweet. It looks like you're beating yourself up. And I was like, I feel like an asshole. And he goes, I need you to know something. And at this point, I'm like, Mark's going to tell me something that's going to hurt my heart even fucking more. Like, Mark's going to spit some fucking truth at me, which is going to hurt, but it's going to put me back on track. I'm going to be like, oh yeah. Mark's going to tell me something negative about Bruce, that Bruce said about me, that's going to make it okay. You know what I'm saying? He's going to justify my anger for me. That's what I assume is coming. And so Mark goes, I went to lunch with him about 4 months ago. He called me up. Mark and Bruce had a big falling out as well on a different movie later on. So he's like, he reached out to me, and I went to talk to him, and he told me about all of this. And he apologized for his behavior on their movie. And he said that, Mark, again, this is coming from Mark, he said that Bruce told him that, making Cop Out with the Collins was some of the best times he had in the latter part of his career. He had so many laughs. And I was like, well, that's awesome. And he goes, but Kev, he said, and even Kevin. And I go, he did not. He goes, I swear you did. And he also said this, and this is what he goes, I want to call to let you know. He said that he never had any hard feelings. He said that he really liked you. And he knew that he fucked things up with you guys. And that's at the end of the day, all I wanted was the guy liked me. I liked him, and I just wanted him to like me too. But it seemed like he didn't. And I don't know if this condition goes back to that, but if it does, it would explain a lot of things. And, you think you know a situation. I would have bet my fucking life that I knew exactly who Bruce was, based on having worked with him for 6 months of my life. And now, maybe I just didn't fucking understand. Maybe I just didn't see it. Maybe just I had no idea. You don't share that sort of thing with people. And I'm 51, but you're never too old to learn something important. Mark asked me, I'm going to go see him in a couple of weeks. Do you want to go? And I was like, I would love that. I don't know. I look way different than the last time I worked with him, so I don't even know if you're recognize me. But if it's possible, yeah, I would like to do that. Because I didn't get to that set because I was like, oh, they're paying me a bunch of money. They didn't pay me anything. And that's wrong to say anything. I got paid one of my lowest salaries ever as a director in my adult career to make Cop Out. So I didn't do it for the money. It wasn't like, oh shit, we're making a Warner Brothers movie and we're all going to get rich. We didn't. It was very modestly budgeted movie. It's like $22 million. So I wasn't there for the money. I was was there for the love. I loved Bruce Willis. And, you know, by the end of the process, not so much. And 12 years later, find out maybe there was a pretty good reason for that. So I never would have considered this a million fucking years. You think you could be so right about something. I'm just glad I found out, like now, before it's too late. It's always, even being able to put up that tweet, just to be like, look, my bad, sorry, just to offer some form of comfort. If anybody in the family sees it, whether they do or not, but have the Mark tell me that he likes me. Destroyed me. That's all I've been thinking about for the last few days, to be honest with you. So a lot of people online, I saw a lot of people online calling him the GOAT. You know, fucking he's the greatest of all time. It's nice to feel that way as well. Again, I agree. Bruce Willis is the GOAT, man. Greatest of all time. Let's give it up to Bruce. Alright, ladies and gentlemen, aside from the Teary, that we got a good time this evening. Always remember, you know, you've seen this platitude all over the internet, I'm sure. Always remember, people are always going through something. So, you know, again, somebody bitches at you in traffic and whatnot, you don't know what's going on in their life. A little compassion for everybody. I thought I was a very compassionate human being. And I'll be honest with you, I don't feel too bad about being a voice of my mom. I'm sorry. I don't feel too bad about the university. I'm like, yeah, you're nice. You've got a ways to go. Teachable moments are important in life. So treat everyone out there as good as you can. It's hostile out there right now. We can all feel it and stuff. So come at each other, you know, just a little gentler in life. Here at Comic-Con is easy because it's all love. We're all here for that thing that we love to do and stuff.
Love you, Kevin.
Love you as well. Kids, it's very caring going home tonight. Thank you for coming out and hanging out with me. If you're interested, Batman Beyond Sunday night, if you're coming to the Cantina, work free coming this fall, kids. I love you all. Good night.